What's going on, fam? Today we're gonna do a quick prediction for the Anthony Joshua versus Robert Helenius fight coming up this weekend. Another good fight this weekend. Um, I would have been making a prediction for Anthony Joshua versus Dillian White too, but as we already know, Dillian White has been caught popping dirty, so he has been removed from this fight, and Robert Helenius has stepped in to take over in replacement of Dillian White. All right, so Robert Helenius, we know he came off of a knockout by at the hands of Deontay Wilder not too long ago. I believe that knockout was last year, sometime last year, and he fought this guy. I didn't even know he had a fight. He had a fight in August. He just fought. So this is crazy. He just came off of a fight with a guy named Mika Mialonen. I never heard of this dude. The dude's 6-0 before this fight, before he fought Robert Helenius. Robert Helenius knocked him out in the third round. The fight was untelevised. It looked like some weird, looked like they was in the backyard or like in a jail setting. It was just a weird fight, but I guess that was a stay busy fight, like a comeback fight, a refresher fight for Robert Helenius. All right, so let's get into it, man. So we got Anthony Joshua. His last fight was Jermaine Franklin earlier this year in April. He tried to put on a boxing clinic, man. He looked a little Errol Spence in that fight. You can see like he looked like a big giant Errol Spence. That's the way I was looking at him in that fight. He moved almost exactly like Errol Spence, because Anthony Joshua was being trained by Derrick James now, so you're gonna see the Derrick James style in Anthony Joshua. So Anthony Joshua, 25 wins, 3 losses, 22 wins by way of knockout. So Anthony Joshua is a big puncher. 78% knockout ratio. He only been knocked out by one person, and that is Andy Ruiz. All right. Anthony Joshua was at the top of his game not too long ago. He was the man. He was the guy that everybody had to see in the division. You know what I mean? Since then, man, he hasn't really been looking too good in a lot of his fights, man. I think since the Usyk fight, the best he's looked was when he fought Kubrat Pulev. I think that's the best he's actually looked, man. But he was boxing really good against Andy Ruiz in the rematch. He took his belts back. Then he lost his belts to Usyk in 2021, and he didn't look too good in there against Usyk. He was he had his moments, but to me he looked too good. In the Usyk rematch, he definitely didn't look good. Jermaine Franklin, he was trying out a new style. So he was looking a little weird in there to me, but yeah, a lot of people think Anthony Joshua lost his mojo, man. He just not it no more. The Dillian White fight, that wasn't gonna prove much to me anyway. A lot of people think Robert Helenius is probably more dangerous than Dillian White. He could be. He definitely could be, because he could hit as well. But let's get into Anthony Joshua's attributes as far as his stature and everything. 6'6", big dude, 82-inch arm reach for Anthony Joshua. Long arms, dude. Long arm. Just to give y'all an idea how long 82 inches is, Terrence Crawford's a welterweight. All right, he's going up to 154. He has 74-inch arm reach, man. So Crawford's arms are long for his size. And when you look at 82 inches. That's long, dude. That's long. That's a long reach. Joshua's only 33 years old. Okay, and he's coming out of UK. All right, now Joshua was always I always looked at him as more of he's a technical fighter. He moves his head pretty good. Decent footwork, kind of decent, kind of robotic in the ring, real stiff. But he got the job done for the most part when he was whooping ass. But recently, man, A lot of people question Joshua's chin. I never questioned his chin. A lot of people question his heart. You know, if he doesn't have a lot of dog in him. You know, hey man, I heard stories about Joshua that I don't really want to get into here. Like, you know, he had a tough, he had a, he was, so to speak, he wasn't as soft as people thought he was. Put it like that, okay? As people think he is. But in the ring, man, you know, he has little meltdowns in there against Usyk. So, you know, sometimes he looked a little shaky there when Ruiz beat him. He just looked defeated. So, you know, maybe he's going through something personally. I don't know. But Anthony Joshua, to me, always been a solid fighter. But he has dwindled a little bit. I will admit that. Robert Helenius, on the other hand, okay, he's Swedish. Okay, he's a Swedish fighter. He stands at 32 wins, 4 losses, 21 wins by knockout, 58% knockout ratio. So, you know, yeah, decent power. He's not pillow fist. He has decent power. He's a little on the older side. He's 39 years old. 6'6.5", a little bit taller than Joshua. And he has a shorter arm reach at 79 inches. All right. So he's a late replacement for Dillian White, man. This fight could be real interesting, man. It could go, to me, to be honest, it could go either way. Joshua has the both of them are not as fast. Anthony Joshua, that wasn't known for his speed. Helenius either. But I think the more technical fighter would be Anthony Joshua. Helenius has good technical skills. To me, he got decent technical skills as well. But I think Joshua just got more tools in the tool shed, man. And I told y'all, when it comes to tools, I always try to go with who has the better skill set. Sometimes, though, the least skilled fighter can beat the fighter that does have the most skills. But it depends on how he show up that night. You know, if the more skillful fighter ain't focused. You can have the skills, but you got to have the focus and the will and stuff like that to go with that skill set. If you don't got that and it's missing in any part of that fight or any different fight, you're going to lose. All right? And Anthony Joshua, being that he's looked real shaky lately, man, this is probably going to be a chess match. You're going to probably see points in this fight where Helenius is going to get off. Joshua lately has been really gun shy with a lot of his punches, man. So Helenius is going to let his hands go. He got a good right hand. So pretty much, man, I still got to go with Anthony Joshua in this fight as the first pick. I would say probably by decision. I don't really see the knockout. It could happen, but like I said, Joshua just been looking real shaky to me lately, man. So I can't really trust him right now to go in there for a knockout, man. I just can't. Looks like he's trying to change up his style to outbox a lot more. All right, so that's why I'm coming up with that decision where I got Joshua by decision. But Helenius could pull something off, man, and could clip Joshua with something and knock him out. You know, that's a possibility. That's a possibility, man, because, you know, Helenius he shut down Adam Kaunowski, but, I mean, he was more skilled than Kaunowski. So, I mean, I knew he was going to win against both of those fights. Joshua is not Kaunowski, so Helenius will have to work more. Even in Joshua's state of mind, I think Joshua still beats Helenius. And he's a late replacement as well. That's not going good for him. Even though late replacements could shock the world and cause upsets, I don't see that happening here with Anthony Joshua. Okay. Joshua, keep in mind, though, Joshua, another reason that, like I said, I give Joshua the nod on the decision because he hasn't had a knockout in 3 years. Almost 3 years. So his last knockout was Kubrat Pulev. So I'm going with Joshua by decision. All right. So I want to know what y'all got. Who y'all got in this fight and why. This is your boy, Remember Life Boxing. I'll catch y'all later. And I'm off this.